Noodles. Hope y'all are having a good day. I'm honestly not having the best of days. I had a pretty not so great mental health day today at work. I really wanted to ask my manager if I could just quit and just go home because I just wasn't doing well, if I'm 100% honest with y'all. Between the things that have happened with my uncle in the past couple weeks and his passing. On top of that, and just the normal day-to-day bullshit work life. The only thing that's really honestly kept me going is the fact that I have this little black cat named Dracula sitting on my lap right now. This little motherfucker, he's an ornery boy. I mean, he's currently playing with my knee and biting me. So if that says anything, that you should understand what type of cat he is. He's an ornery little boy, and that's just the kind of cat he is. Definitely want to upload some more videos about him, and I do appreciate your guys' likes and support on my recent short earlier this week when I just threw out a video of me playing with my cat because I really just didn't have the mental aptitude of doing anything else for the past week on YouTube. Ever since my uncle passed and everything that's gone along with that, I've just really taken a break from social media, the internet in general, even YouTube, and I've just been really focusing on myself and doing what I want to do with my life. And sometimes it's good to do that. Sometimes it's good to take breaks like that, and I might continue taking a break for a little bit longer, maybe at least till the end of the month. But oh, Dracula, what are you doing? Why'd you fall off my lap? Silly cat. But it is what it is, and life honestly goes on. And as unfortunate as it is, the world doesn't stop when one person dies, no matter how important that person is in your life. You still have to wake up the next day and go back to work and pretend to be okay. And that's just reality, and it sucks, man. And I currently right now, there's some things going on that I don't know if I really should talk about too much in detail, but things don't sit right with me and are a little upsetting to me, and things out of my control. And it involves other people in my life right now, and specifically my roommate, and decisions that are being made that aren't making much sense to me, especially considering the fact that I was so close to dang, I died. So close to getting a car here before this winter, and now because certain decisions have been made and are currently being made, plans of, I don't know if I will have a vehicle before winter hits this year. Which really fucking sucks, because that means I might have to spend a whole nother winter biking to work, and that is not going to be fun. I really don't want to bike to work this winter through rain, snow, sleet, ice. Last year I did fall once or twice biking home, and it didn't feel the best, to be honest, but I didn't die, and I did break my nose, so I guess I really don't have much to complain about, But at the same time, I am pretty disappointed that plans that I had and a future expectations that I had for my life here in the next couple months changing and actually getting to a place where it was bearable to keep on going and wanting to not give up and just throw away all the hard work I've done this past couple of years, or past year at this new job. That has been a very stressful and hard-working and physically labor-intensive job. I'm very depressed, man. I am honestly very depressed, and part of me feels like I should just give up, never do this roommate thing again, never try to get into any other type of relationship or close friendship like I have, and just give up on the human race and people, because, you know, I just haven't found someone that will stick by my side, and when shit gets a little tough or financial situations changes, and, you know, like instead of just throwing in the towel and be like, nah, we're just gonna go do X, Y, and Z, and give up on the dream, essentially. Um, it really is, you know, showing me that the only person I honestly have to rely on is me and myself, and that's unfortunate, because, like, you know, man, like, I am really fucking disappointed, because I really did want a car this winter, and yeah, it wasn't going to be fully my car, but at least, you know, I was going to be putting about half down, and my roommate was going to put another half down, and we were going to share a car until the other person, whoever bought the car, would be able to help the other person get a car. Like, we were kind of doing like a codependent, helping each other out get a vehicle. And man, it's really frustrating to me to be in the same position that I was in last year. And last year, this time I had a car. It was a shitty car given to me and my roommate by one of our parents, and it was very helpful for the time being. And, you know, if we had really hyper-focused, we could have had a car by spring, and it was just one thing after another, and, you know, it didn't happen. And now we're here almost winter again, and we don't have a car again. So this will be the second winter in a row I'll be going without a vehicle in the city, which is not as bad as it sounds. Like, I can Lyft and Uber anywhere I need to go. Even though it is a little bit more expensive. At least I'm not paying for, like, rent and insurance and all these other things. And that's okay. Because I know in the end things will work out. I'll end up getting the right car at the right time, and it'll last me another 20 years, like that 92 Mercedes-Benz lasted me, my very first car. Who knows, maybe I'll find another 92 Mercedes-Benz, and it'll make me happy again to revisit old times of using a shitty car to get around in life until I'm able to get a really nice one. Who knows what's going to happen in the future. I guess that's what I want to say to you guys, and, like, not leave it off here, but, like, talk about that a little bit, and talk to myself more so, because if you haven't noticed by now, these videos are more for myself than for you guys. Like, yes, they're for other people's to watch and entertainment, because, you know, I don't go back and watch them, but it's mainly for me to just to have someone and something to talk to and rant about and vent to, and because, you know, I really don't have that in the day-to-day life that I am currently living. And it sucks, man, because, like, I thought I had that, and what has happened in the past couple months has really just shown me, like, you know, things are not always as they seem, and people can be deceitful, and, you know, in ways that maybe they don't even understand as deceitful, giving them the benefit of the doubt here, but, you know, at the same time, if for repeated patterns really do show someone's true colors, and, you know, if someone's not willing to just be honest with themselves and honest with other humans and stuff like that, it's really just shows that, like, where the relationship and friendship is going with other people. And that's why, honestly, I if this roommate situation relationship doesn't end up working out like at all, and it just ends, I think it'll be a good while before I ever allow another roommate or person in this close to my life ever again. Because, you know, honestly, I'm disappointed in myself, but I want to say I'm more so disappointed in, like, I'm disappointed in the fact that, like, I can't seem to find anyone in this world that is reliable and has similar goals and is willing to work as hard as I do to get to those goals without throwing in the towel when the finish line is in sight, just because, you know, it's easier to do, or I don't know. Like, I don't know the full reasoning, and I don't think I ever will. And that's something I'm gonna have to come to accept. As unfortunate as it is, that's just reality for me, man. Like, I can't really go into too much detail here, but, you know, like, be careful who you guys trust and who you room with and who you put a big portion and a big chunk of your life invested into, because, you know, they might just be using you, and I would hate to see anyone else go through that. I've been used multiple times in my life, and clearly, again, I've fallen for at least similar things, and I was, you know, dumb enough to believe that if I had finally found someone who wasn't going to lie to me about anything, and it sucks. But at the same time, I mean, I can't really say too much and be too upset, because, you know, it's karma, you know? I know I haven't been, like, the best of people. I know I haven't been, like, I could be a better friend in many ways. I could be a better YouTuber. I could be a better human overall in general and better, and I just haven't been in this past year. Like, I have been a lot better than I had been, but I'm not the best person I could be. And I really want to return to that. Like, there's a saying, I think I've used it before on this channel, of if you return to what is right, if you return to what is best, if you return to what is righteous, then upon you will be, I can't even think of what the actual saying says. My brain's farting right now. But basically it says, you know, turn away from things that are not benefiting you in life and only focus on things that are benefiting you, and maybe not just only things that are benefiting you, but focus on things that are good for you. If it benefits you or not is a big deal, but, you know, if it's positive or negative for you, that's something you also need to really embrace. All those positive things in your life, and, you know, the negative things, like trying to keep someone around that doesn't want to be around, or just doing something in life that, you know, isn't fulfilling or very good for you or beneficial to you in the long run, you know, might be a good idea just to cut that shit out and just see what happens with you. Maybe your life will get better. Maybe it'll get worse. Who knows? Only you will know, and only you can know if you try. So you gotta be willing to try new things. You gotta be willing to be open to opportunities. And, you know, if the part of your life you're in just calls for you to be alone, maybe you're better off alone. You know, Oliver Tree song, he sings in it, maybe I'm better off dead. And I think that's a euphemism for, you know, dead to people. Like, maybe, you know, I'm sure he did, as like I have gone through many people and things and family members and relatives and just random humans that I've met and gotten close to in life, and how honestly everyone disappoints you. Not all the time can someone not disappoint you, and that's just the reality of the matter. Like, if the world was perfect in a way, it kind of would get boring, because, you know, everyone would just be following a certain set of rules and a certain and like nothing even remotely or in any way interesting would happen in life. And, you know, sometimes it sucks to deal with new things and changes, and I'm really bad, like, personally, I'm really bad at dealing with change, especially big change. Even small change can affect me if I'm not mentally prepared for it in any way. And that's, you know, something I need to work on here at the end of 2026. Sorry, I keep yawning. I am extremely tired. Today was a long day at work. But I guess what I was trying to say is the fact that, like, you know, don't give up, guys, even when you want to, because I want to give up. I didn't want to go to work today. I wanted to call it quits and go home early and use my extra sick time that I have for the rest of the year. Okay. think I got like 2 hours left. And I was like, oh, fuck it. I'm going to use up the rest of my sick time. And I was like, you know, I might need this 2 hours later sometime. I think I'm going to just put my head down and work. I wasn't getting bothered. I wasn't getting told to do a bunch of crazy random things at work today. Which I will admit, if I was being pushed in a way that was, you know, supervisors and managers were trying to make me work harder or do things that, you know, just wasn't making sense or just causing issues in the warehouse, I definitely would have just left today. Because sometimes you got to do that to yourself. But at the same time, man, like, you got to realize that, like, not everything revolves around you, and sometimes people just need to be people. Fuck you. Don't kill my dogs. Well, there goes one of them. Wolf was blown up by a creeper. I'm down to one dog now. Gosh damn it. Gosh diggity damn it. The creeper killed my dogs. That is so sad, man. RIP in chat for the dog that was never named. That is a little sad. And if you don't agree, I'm sorry, but you're just wrong. Because that's a little sad, man. I never got to name that dog, and I was really looking forward to it. But yeah, I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments below. Have you ever felt alone? Have you ever felt like you didn't belong, or like you should just like disappear from your current life and just go live a new one? Or have you ever had any desire like that to just like, you know, just be like, fuck it, man, I'm outie? Because, you know, I feel that all the time. And like even today at work, I was like struggling so bad to not like have negative thoughts or even just play with the idea of wrecking a PIV, because, you know, my mental health just was not in a good place. And I was like, ooh, this could be fun. It would at least give me a distraction from my mental health. And I'm like, bro, that's not a good solution. That's not a solution to fucking having bad mental health, to have an accident, or, you know, like just like want to give up is not an option that I want to embrace. And it's not something that I hope any of you guys embrace. But, you know, it does happen. And like that's what I guess I'm rambling a little bit today. Ow! Ow! What the fuck? Dude. The world hates me today. The world was like, no, man. We're gonna fucking beat your ass. We're gonna beat your ass down. You're gonna be tired all day at work. You're gonna have really bad mental health and will not want to be there the entire time. And we're gonna send an Enderman to beat your little booty. That's that, you know? Damn, I was so close. Was I right here? Oh yeah, I was. Alright, little Enderman. You ready to go, man? So I'm about to spank your booty. Give me this apple, man. We're gonna go hog wild and take out these. Wow. One little strike from my sword and he was dead. Come here. Come here, I'm taking you out too. No more secret attacks. Oh, there's a skeleton. Skeleton's attacking me. No. No. You motherfucker. Dude, these Endermen are just like, nah, they're not. They're like, no, man, this is our world today. You're not gonna chop trees with an iron or a copper pickaxe or pick. You're gonna die by Endermen, and there's nothing you can do about it. And, you know, that's just how my life's gone today. And, you know, I'm just gonna embrace it, because, you know what? Sometimes you gotta face your problems head on and just hope to the world that it'll get better and it'll work itself out. Even if it doesn't, and there's no other optimistic, you know, idea or feeling inside of you, sometimes you just have to fake that optimism and be like, it's gonna work out, man. It's gonna work out. Because if it don't, what can you do? Can we control it? No. Can we control if it works out in the way our brains want it to? Fuck no. Can we control anything in this world? Most likely not. A lot of the things that we think we have control over, literally just fake control, man. It's literally just, you know, it's an illusion. Control is an illusion, and that's just the reality of this world. It's like, you know, like, you can plan things out, you can want things to go a certain way, but there's no guarantee it's going to go that way, and I think that's a big issue that I have. I just keep putting my expectations way too high, and because of that, I keep hurting myself in a way where I'm like mentally like gridlocking myself, being like, oh, it's going to go this way, and then when it doesn't go exactly as planned or as exactly as my brain thinks it should go, I freak out. And that's not healthy, man. That's not healthy at all. I don't know if any of you guys deal with that type of stuff, but I do on the daily. Like, even at work, I struggle with, like, being told to go do one thing, and I'm halfway through with it, almost done, almost got it perfectly done, just need to do one or two more steps that might take an extra 5 to 10 minutes, and I'm told to go jump on a new project, and to let someone else finish the project I'm working on. I'm like, well, this project is going to get messed up, because only I knew how it looked in the system and how it was working, and, it's just, I kind of just gotta like shrug your shoulders and move on, because like that's just reality. Like, even in the day-to-day life outside of work, you can't control what goes on. Like, my roommate could come home today and be like, hey, I'm leaving tomorrow, instead of 2 months from now, and I couldn't do anything about it. Like, I could physically try to stop her if I really wanted to, but I'd probably end up in jail doing that. And I could sit here and whine and cry and beg and just pretend that everything's gonna be okay and everything's gonna work out, and that I'm not upset or hurt by anything, and that would just be a fucking lie. That would just be a goddamn lie, because I am hurt and upset that plans have changed and I'm not gonna have a car by winter, and that's okay. But I think what I really dislike is the inconsistencies of human beings. Like, human beings just aren't fun to be around on anymore in 2026. Like, I've really started disliking being around just like my coworkers, people I've known for years. Just like, I don't know if it's just me or if there's something going on, but it's just like, man, everyone's like a disappointment. Everyone is a disappointment. Everything they do is disappointing. No one follows through at my job. I usually end up fixing a lot of people's other mistakes before I can even do my job on the daily. Um, so like it's just like, bruh. I guess you can't really get mad. I'm not mad. You can't really get upset in any way, because that's just how it is, man. The world goes on and on and on and just keeps spinning, and people do what they're gonna do, and you can't really stop it, because humans are their own beings. They are able to make their own choices, do their own things, be with whoever they want, do whatever they want, go wherever they want, whenever they want. It's not like we're cats living inside of a barn being like, oh man, we have to like act a certain way or we're not gonna get fed today. Like, it's humans have the conscious ability to go take care of ourselves, and that's for the most part. Some humans, like, I mean, even myself, some days included, struggle to actually do things that are good for ourselves, and that's just how it is, man. But alrighty, I think I'm gonna head out of here for now. I'm getting pretty tired and fatigued, and I realize I've just been rambling for a good little bit. So, we'll go from there, and maybe I'll catch you guys tomorrow. And I do feel a little better. Thank you for letting me ramble into my mic a little bit today, and watching me chop some trees. We're almost there. We have like, I think, 10 more of these copper axes to go, and then we can put everything in like a couple chests and just see how much damage you can do with a full chest full of copper chests. Because that, I don't know if any of you guys have forgotten, but that's what this whole mini series is we're seeing how many trees I can chop down and how many logs I can get from a whole inventory of copper axes. I'm sure someone could do the math if you like find out how many on average logs you can chop within a copper axe before it breaks. But what's the fun of that? Might as well just make a visual representation, and then you guys can see how long it takes actually to cut down a whole forest with just copper axes. Alrighty. Till then, I'm gonna continue chopping axes, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love y'all. Goodbye.